Eric Mother with Mother.com. It is April 1st, 2015. We are looking at the markets here, the first trading day of this month, and I wanted to take a look at the monthly charts so that we can at least know what the big picture is going into the new month. Now this should be more of a warning video because not necessary to scare anybody, but what I want to focus here is the idea that some things are developing on the monthly charts and we need to be aware at least where we stand on a longer term picture. So we begin by taking a look at a 25-year monthly chart for the S&P 500, and I'm just going to draw a line here that would suggest a break there. There was another line of a break late 2007. There was also another line of a trend break on the RSI sometime mid to late 2000. Now those breaks led to major bear markets over the last 15 years, and we can also see this drop. So the risk, and it's just a risk, if the market continues being down this month, we have to be aware that we might be breaching some serious levels on the monthly chart. Not to scare anybody, but that could suggest much lower prices. It could also suggest the end of the bull market. Now, nobody should really be quick to call a top in the market, but what I am saying is through observation, if we see ourselves down 2%, 3% removed from the highs, and especially if we are down this month of April, that would confirm that this is a major break on the S&P 500, and if we ignore that, that would be a mistake. If you take a look at the Dow Transports, and again this is a 25-year monthly chart, we can see that there is a risk of breaking this trend line on the monthly that goes back to 2009. So the risk this month is if we break that, then we should be very sensitive to the idea that this market has broken and we might be looking at lower prices as a result of the RSI breach on that long-term monthly trend line. The last time we had a major break was here, which also happens to be late 2007, which was somewhere during this high, and of course that warning signal did come with a drop in 2008. And of course we had another break sometime here, which was during this high in 98 for a short-term move, which led down here, and then subsequently you can see that there was a back test of this break point here, which was the highs in 99 for the Dow Transports, and they went into a bear market well before the technology stocks would peak sometime here in 2000. So what I'm saying here is we just have to be very sensitive to the potential for downside. Is it going to happen? That's the trillion-dollar question. If you take a look at the Russell 2000, we can see that recently it's made a higher high on the monthly, lower lows as of right now on the RSI level. Also, if we break this level this month, or whenever we break this trend line on the RSI, that's going to be a major break of this current bull market, and that would suggest steep, big chunk drops on market. So we've got to be very sensitive to that. The last time we had a major break was here, late 2007 again, and of course there was another break here in 2000. So I guess this video is just to sensitize all of us to the idea that the potential for this market to have peaked is high. Now if the market turns positive for the month, then we can at least say that the market is back to its winning ways. If you take a look at this line here that I draw now on the Russell 2000, in fact there's an argument that this has already broken the trend line. And the fact that now if we extend this way, we can see that this is already a break of that previous trend. In fact, let me show you that on a three-year monthly chart. In fact, let's go back about 6 years so we can capture that 2009 low. And so what I'm trying to say, there's an argument that I've been making that we probably already broke this trend line here, and if we extend it that way, we can see that this is now becoming a sell signal. And that long-term sell signal, if the market cannot move above this level here, could suggest a rollover over the coming months on the Russell 2000, and would suggest that this could be a major high and that we are due for a major correction. Now I want to qualify this by taking a look at the current S&P 500 monthly chart, and we can see that we are down below 69.10 this month. But if we can climb back above 69.10, then the market is going to have a strong move this month or whenever that happens. So the move back above 69.10 would be very strong for the general market. That's the backdrop, and that's the opposite argument, that this being the first day of the month, we should also be sensitive to the idea that the market can recapture that 69.1 level. If we take a look at the Nasdaq on a short-term monthly chart, we can see that it continues trading with the RSI above 69.1, which is a sign of strength. If it can hold above that 69.1 threshold, then the market is okay. If we take a look at the Dow monthly, we can see that it is already below 69.10. So if and when it recaptures that 69.1 level again, the market should be back on a strong uptrend. So depending on whether it can recapture that level or not is what we need to watch for. We can also look at the Dow Transports, and we can see that they are slightly removed from their 69.10 level. It's early on in the month. If they can recapture the level above 69.10 this month, then the market should have a strong month whenever that happens. Right now we are slightly down, and the concern here is the more we move away from this level, the more the markets are going to be confirming a break. So also we see that short term we are breaking below this year's lows, January monthly closing lows. Should we continue trading below that monthly closing low, that can also be looked at as a reason why this market might continue being in trouble. So the warning and the risk is there could be the possibility of a major break this month. So we have to be aware if we see things starting to deteriorate, to respect the possibility and the idea that maybe, just maybe, the bull market has come to an end. Eric Moade, peace and blessings. I am out. Woo!